Hey, what up, Joe? What's good? Happy Monday, guys. It is August the 20th. September the 27th. Man, this month is already over. We only got a couple more days. Salute to everyone that's out there. We got a lot to discuss today. Breaking news, as you see on your screen, on to your left, R. Kelly found guilty. Racketeering, sex trafficking. We ain't gonna go into the meat and potatoes, but we'll touch on it a little bit. We'll touch on it and then go from there. Also, we're gonna talk about this new box that I got from Formula. We'll get into that. And also we're gonna talk about Comcast. And why is it too late for them to catch up? All right, they about 5-6 years behind trying to come in. Stay tuned. After this introduction, we'll go from there. Let's get it. What it do? What it do's? Happy afternoon to y'all. Some of y'all, good morning if you're across the pond. Salute to everyone. How is your day? Hopefully it's going well. We're going to get into it today, guys. It's so much to talk about. It's a lot that I can talk about. But, we got to hit you with the news. And right now, it's all over the airways. It's all over the internet. R. Kelly found guilty of all charges, meaning he can get up to life. He can get up to life in prison, federal at that. I think he got a couple more cases to go. And he got a couple more cases. I think one in Illinois, and I'm not for sure, it might be one like Wisconsin or something. So it's crazy. Very, very crazy. So we'll discuss that a little bit, just a tad bit. If you're just tuning in, definitely smack that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, stay tuned. You might want to subscribe. Really, if you into cord cutting, So, also, as you saw, we definitely gonna talk about this Comcast news. And is Comcast too late? In my opinion, they are. But they didn't listen to us. From there, we'll get into this new device. So let's get it started. Right off the rip, if you're a fan of R. Kelly, you listen to his music because he got quite a catalog that doesn't belong to him anymore. But he got quite a bit of hits, during them 90s, 2000, and even, just recently as like 4 or 5 years ago, a couple albums, he was losing his steam, but he got a couple classics, people hustling and getting your ballrooming on, or if you're from Chicago, getting your stepping on. So he got a few songs out there. The point is, he you really don't have to say alleged anymore, because the proof came out in this case. I've been watching it slowly but surely, and it's been eyebrow raising. You always heard the rumors, but you already know they can hit you with so many rumors, and you be like, wonder if but usually the rumors go away. Well, these rumors came back up, and this Me Too movement came after him strong. They got a case, and the worst thing about it, I ain't gonna say it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing for him is that these women stepped up finally, and they all gave detail of what he was doing. And a lot of it was the same. Now, it was a couple of, gentlemen's in there too. So I don't know how true that was, but as you heard, a lot of times if you go back and listen to them R. Kelly records, you can start to scratch your head like, you know, yeah, a classic one was the bump and grind one when he said, I don't want to hurt nobody, but there's something I must confess, and you never confessed in a song, but when you start listening to it, you be like, hold up, the whole detail with Aaliyah and all of that. I'm not gonna go too much into it. If you really want to follow that, definitely, that's all you got to do is do your research, and you will find out everything about that. The thing that probably gonna hurt that he's such a talent, even though it's been alleged that he is illiterate, can't read, you know, uh, he was a great talent. His musical ear is a genius. Some of the things that he could do. He produced a lot of songs for different individuals, including like Lady Gaga. He did some, with Biggie. The list goes on and on. It's so many people who he collab with. But the thing is, sometimes you can't, beat that demon that's inside. And he had a lot going on at that house studio and all of that. His wife left him, took the kids and all of that. So you'll be hearing a lot more information coming out throughout the day and tomorrow about this. The thing that got me is because usually you get sentenced within that month. They're not sentencing him until next year in the New York court. So I'm guessing they're going to allow Illinois to go after him. Yeah, it's probably he's probably going to die in prison. All right. Because, it's just too much. I think he's already like 50. So, it's a good chance that, it's pretty much over for him. Now, the only thing he probably got the positive on is he would be in federal custody, meaning he'll still have access to internet and all of that compared to the state. I learned that from the former mayor here in Detroit, who said, I'd rather go to federal than the state, because with the state you have nothing, and at least you can get some calls in the federal and all of that. You got a little bit more leeway in the federal, from my understanding. I could be wrong, but I done heard a few people, one that I know that who actually said that as well. So it's just crazy how all of this transpired. And it's the fall. This guy was on the top of the mountain by himself, challenging any R&B. Had one of the biggest songs ever. I Believe I Can Fly, from the Space Jam soundtrack. But it's just a sad situation, for him to go through that. And we're going to get more into it. I'll get into y'all, your comments and all of that shortly. But we're going to keep the flow going. So if you want to talk about it, we'll come back at the end of the show, and then we'll go from there. So the next news I want to talk about, after R. Kelly, Comcast. If y'all are not aware, Comcast is getting ready to launch. I think they already launched in Europe, but they're getting ready to launch their own set-top box. I'm assuming it is Android, but they're basing their competition going to be like Roku and Amazon. If y'all ain't heard about it, I will get that up right now. That way y'all will see it. All right, so let me share my screen. And again, hold y'all questions, comments. We'll come back at the end of the show. I just want to get the meat and potatoes out the way right now. Let me go and share this right quick with you. All right, here it is right here. Comcast is launching, they launch what is this? The XI1 or Z10? And this is the device right here. It doesn't look all that good, compared to the European version, which I'm gonna show y'all shortly. But here it is. If you do your own research, it said Comcast announced the launch of the Z1 or SI1, the new global wireless streaming device currently available in Italy and Germany to the Sky Q customers, and beginning this rollout in the US to Xfinity Flex customers. In Europe, the XI1 enables the first delivery of video services over IP for Sky customers. Now, you actually heard me, really me, and there were others 4 or 5 years ago saying this is what they needed to do. They need to come up with some type of set-top box and put the charge on to the customer. But the only thing about it, they need to do certain packages like a marketplace, because everybody is not into all those channels that they present, and people are paying $130, $120, $30, $140 or $150 a month for a lot of channels that they do not even watch. And I understand where they're going, but they still behind the 8 ball. All right. It says the SI1 is the first Comcast connected streaming device that will be made available to all its global customers across Comcast's Xfinity and Sky operations. For people who don't know, Comcast owns Sky. That's the other big market across the pond. They actually went out there and bought that. And so Comcast is the largest in the world, in the cable industry. All right. And it's and to its syndication partners. It's a design with the flexibility to connect all the Comcast video customers across the globe with their favorite entertainment. The XI1 is a plug and play device that features faster processor and increased memory, enabling swift switching and navigation in and out of apps. The device supports Wi-Fi 6, as you see right here, 4K, Ultra HD, so that's like Blu-ray, content, HDR, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos. It comes with a new, simpler, and smaller voice remote designed with streamers in mind. Here's the remote. To me, if you look it up, it looks plain as heck. There's nothing spectacular about it. No numbers, no anything. So basically, it's going to be built strictly for apps. All right. You wanna do. It's going to be strictly apps. I just don't know if this is all the way, an Android box. I think it is. Honestly, I think it is. It said when Sky joined the Comcast family, we brought together our engineers to share insights, roadmap, talent, and technology to support our global customers. The launch of our new SI1 device is a direct result of these efforts and underscores how our collaborative development approach can bring new and innovative streaming products to the market faster and more efficiently, said Charlie Heron, the president of technology for Comcast. It says the SI1 is the latest technology developed by Comcast that leverages its global technology platforms. All right. Bringing the best hardware, voice technology, and aggregated search and discovery to the company's suite of entertainment and connectivity products. Comcast ranges of devices across Xfinity, Sky, and its syndication partner provides the incredible experience that connect, protect, and entertain customers around the world. The SI is currently available in Italy and Germany to Sky Q customers and is beginning its rollout to the new Xfinity Flex customers. Comcast plans to make the device available across more channels and to its Infinity X1 customers and syndication partners in the future. So it's definitely coming out. Is whatever this Plex, y'all may know it because I don't have Comcast as a an internet or video provider. But this looked like a regular old Android box to me. I think it'll have like the app store, or maybe they'll have their own app store in there, just like quite a few. The thing about it, they should have listened to us from the jump. We've been saying this, whoever this guy is, Charlie, where is his name at? Charlie Heron. That's all Charlie had to do is get in touch with someone like myself or others who actually spoke up and said what Comcast needed to do. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. They 5 years late. I don't think this is going to be a big success, honestly, because with these Roku devices, you got Amazon, and then you got the Nvidia Shield. Would you be able to game with this? I'm quite sure it's going to have Bluetooth capability. The biggest thing that they really said was the Wi-Fi 6. That's it. They haven't given up no specs. Is it going to be 2 gigs RAM, 8 gigs storage, 4 gigs RAM, 16, 32, 64? They really haven't come out with any specifics on that. All right. And like I said, it's not the prettiest box. I mean, it looked just like a regular plain box. Definitely. So, in other news, they even came up here. You see it right here. And they just basically said the same thing, the SI1 that will become the company's standard platform across the globe. So it looked like they're probably going to eventually get rid of the cable boxes, which I probably don't see, because a lot of them people, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people, even when I worked at Comcast, people still held on to them older TVs, and you got to make it, available. Just like the cable cards. I think they just got rid of the cable cards, but by law and from the FCC, they had to keep them cable cards, even though they didn't tell you. They had to keep them, and because what these cable companies did, they were forcing you really when they got off the coaxial cable, and they limited you and only gave you so many channels if you got that coaxial cable plug, screwed in directly to your TV. So they were forcing people, saying, hold up, let's only put so many channels on that coaxial cable. We're going to make people get these boxes so they can charge you the rental fees. And so, a lot of people didn't know that's all you had to do was buy the proper device, such as an HD home run. They had another device too where you could plug your cable card in and get it. Matter of fact, it was this right here. They had this right here, and I used it. It was neat. It didn't have the best user interface, but this is a device right here. Maybe let me take this down just for a second. But this is the device right here. This is the Samsung cable box. It looked just like this, but it had a cable card right here that you can just slide in, and you get all your channels. You could get your package, right? You just didn't get the rental. All right. Some of these devices you can use with Windows Media Player, if I'm not mistaken, and it just all worked, the same. Even though if you did it on your computer with that HD home run, it was very, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. But again, hold up. I don't know what's going on with that. All right. And so it's just saying the same thing. How they're how they're gonna launch it. And it tells you also, let me give you some more. It says hold up. It says the new device is part of Comcast's larger hardware strategy to own input A on TV sets for both its internet and video customers across the globe. And again, this is on variety.com. It said, and better compete against the likes of Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple, and Google Chromecast. All right. As of right now, it's not going to even matter because it's no competition because they like 5 years too late. All right. And listen to this because they came out with some very, very interesting development. You know, this is kind of interesting, just in case you don't know. It says Comcast is eyeing an even bigger presence in living rooms all over the world. The company has been working with Walmart and Hisense to develop Comcast branded TVs. So now this is going to go against Sony, which is running Android TV OS, and the Amazon ecosystem, which is called the Amazon Fire TV Edition. And then you got a lot of TVs that's running Roku. All right. So Comcast is still coming in late, where I think it's they left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. And I'm gonna give you for instance, in the city of Detroit, before AT&T even came up, Uverse even came up, the only way you can get cable was either Comcast or by satellite. Back in the day, if it was a cloud, your satellite went out. So you had to really go with Comcast. At least you can get a storm and you keep your TV. You still can watch the news compared to, back in the day technology. Now, I know satellite dishes then got better, but they were a dominant in the city of Detroit because they were the only ones up on the pole, and they really treated people wrong. Like, if you was late on your bill, I mean, you got a large in the city compared to the suburbs. I worked in the suburbs, and the horror stories that I used to hear in the city was horrific. Like, charging $40, $50 for a late fee. You might have been late one day and it went on your bill, and it was crazy. And compared to the suburbs, and I just think this is not going to go as well as they thought. I think it's going to be just like TiVo. It's going to be it's a new, and then you're not going to hear about it, to be honest. But they said they with Walmart and Hisense developed Comcast branded TVs that could ship later this year, per the and this is out of the Wall Street Journal. They say Comcast TVs with Hisense will have the branded name X Class TV, according to the protocol report. They say Comcast chief Brian Roberts, who I met him way back in the day, alluded to the project at the Goldman Sachs Communacopia conference a year ago, saying we're looking at smart TVs on a global basis and we're wondering. They said, can we bring our tech stack or certain capabilities in aggregation to consumers who are relying more and more on smart TVs? Meanwhile, both Roku and Fire TV have partnered on embedding their software stacks in partner TV sets, and Amazon recently debuted its own branded line of Fire TVs. So they basically, again, they are very, very late to the party. They are very, very late to the party. And I think with NVIDIA Shield, I think with Fire Sticks, and I think with Roku devices, pretty much got that at lock when it comes to set-top boxes. And not to include the people who love Apple products. So they got the Apple TV 4K. It's pretty much set in stone. And now that you think you this big old huge communication company gonna come and say, all right, we here. Now what? Get us. I don't know. But now, one thing I'm gonna have to ask: will their devices be IP locked? If I stayed in a Comcast area, or if I go outside of a Comcast area, as long as I got internet, can I take that set-top box with me? They didn't get into that. They did not get into that. So it's going to be very, very interesting about this device. And we all know Comcast is something. I'm telling you, very something else. You know, there's something else. So I think, like I said, they need to hire someone like myself who can sit back and say, no, this is what you need to look at. You're looking at all these channels where I think a lot of us, again, if you give us the package and let us choose our package and just that package, you will be more successful. Instead of choosing a package where a bunch of channels we're not going to watch. You're not going to watch. And I'm telling you, Comcast has left a bad taste because, they were the only ones, that was out there that can give you what you need. Like when it came to gaming and AT&T, before AT&T started, they still got a long ways to go. They started to get their numbers up. As far as a gamer, you had to go to Comcast. You had to, because AT&T wasn't there. All right, but let me show you how it's going to look. Look, if you look to the left, you see the Xfinity. This is the one that's going to be in the United States. All right, now you look to the right. This is the one, Germany, Europe. Look at the difference between the remotes. In the States, you're going to get this old basic remote. And across the pond, you're getting this nice little fancier remote. Now, this could be a prototype. I don't know. But if you look at the difference, come on now. Come on now. The thing about it, you don't know if are they going to put you on a payment plan to pay for this? Do you got the all out pay for it? How much is this device going to cost? That is something that they really didn't give no information about. So it's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting on this topic here. All right. It's going to be very, very interesting how much you got to pay. And I'm telling you now, what we have now, if this thing costs more than $60, just give me the app. Can I just get the app? Can I use the app? Because we have devices. And remember, they said they're going to go up against who? Roku, Amazon Fire TVs. So them placing this at $150 is not going up against those budget devices. All right. But again, you can read the full story. You can go out there and check it out yourself. Again, it's the new Z1 or XI1 streaming box. All right. And you gotta look at it right here. Man, they remote look way better than the remote that we'll use here in the States. So tell me what you think about that, and then we will go from there. Again, keep your comments, keep your questions, because I'm not done. I have one more device that I want to show you that I picked up. This is the Formuler Z10. So let me go ahead and change the camera. Let me do this right here. Here it is right here. This is the Formuler Z10 Pro. All right. This is it right here. And this is the Z10 Pro Max. Very, very similar to the Z8, which I'm going to show you as well. Let's go and pop this boy up. I already opened it up, hooked the device up. Very, very nice. Very, very straightforward. Of course, you have the device was right here. Everything in the box. Of course, you get the power. You You get the power cord. You get the HDMI. Of course, you get the manuals. I'm going to tell you now, it seems like it runs a lot. You know, the Z8 runs. The Z8 runs. But it seems like it's a lot smoother on this device right here. I'm not going to even lie to you, but you get this right here. That's the manual. Also, you get an IR blaster for people who want to put it in cabinets. I did not get the one with the Bluetooth remote. I got the regular IR. This is the remote. This is an IR, very, very smooth buttons. It is not backlit, but they do have the one that's backlit. Also, what I did get, the package that I chose, they gave me an HDMI cord. And also they gave me a mini keyboard. All right, which I haven't opened up yet, but I can do it right now. That way y'all can see it. Straight standard. And it has DreamLink on it. Some of y'all already know what DreamLink is. Either you getting you a Formula device or you getting a DreamLink. It's pretty much the same. And they hand in hand with each other. I think but this is it right here. You got your nice colors, you know, for your remote. You notice you got the colors, the red, the green, the yellow, the blue, as you see it right here. You got your directionals. You got your volume up, volume down. Then you got your channel. Then you got your mouse buttons on the side. Feel kind of good, I'm not going to lie. On the back, you got your on and off, which is right here. I'm probably going to do a dedicated video strictly for this. And then you got your dongle right here. So you plug this into your box. And then you got your rechargeables right there. All right, so it's straight. It looked like it takes batteries as well. So it looked like you can take this out and, you know, you can put some batteries in here. So it looked like you could do both on here. Very, very interesting. But, you know, for the people who want to get this device. So let me go and clean this up because I must share my screen. And again, guys, hold your questions to the end. I promise you, I just wanted to get all of this out the way before we have that real conversation. I know this is a lot to throw at you. Let me put that over here. And here is the prize right here. This is the box right here. This is the Z10 Pro Max. See, you got your IR. You got your micro right here. You got your USB 3.0. You got your Ethernet port. You got your HDMI out. You got your power. You turn it on one side. You got your USB 2.0. Over here, you just get a light indicator right here for your IR blaster. And under here, you know, you got some little pinholes and you got some rubber feet so your box don't slide. But I do want to show you this one compared to the Z8. So for people who got the Z8, very similar, but the Z8 is a little bit thicker, just a little bit thicker and a different design. This is the Z8 and this is the Z10 Pro. This one, the Z8 just comes with a dedicated. All right. Seems like they're pretty much the same size. It just feels like this one got a little bit more weight to it. And just a tad bit, you know, taller. That's about it. Just a tad bit. But pretty much the same setup. You know, they got the, you know, it's pretty much the same. All right. So hopefully y'all see that. Hopefully y'all like this content. Smack the thumbs up if you're in the building. Also, you know, for the people who are not subscribed, subscribe. All All right, so I'm gonna put that one here. Again, this is a very nice device too. Really, if you have IPTV. I think this is the bag it came in. I don't know. We'll just put that right there for right now. Let me clear this table right quick, and I'm gonna hook everything up. We're gonna hook everything up, that way you see it. And one thing it does have in that box, it does have where it's capable of pulling up your network. You know, if you have a network, which I'm quite sure some of y'all have. You know, you have your NAS device, you have all of that. Let me put this in here because I don't need this HDMI cord. I don't need this. Put all of that away. Let's get this party started so y'all can see it. And then if you have questions, we can go from there. All right. I know I ain't looked at the chat. Y'all probably like, man, shut up, Dale. Y'all probably had some things to say about R. Kelly. I wouldn't know. Let's go ahead and connect this bad boy. I like this device though. I like it, but when it comes to, and I'll get into it. I guess I can get into it later. I have it hooked up to the Wi-Fi. I think it's only a 10100 box, so if you plug it up with your Ethernet, it is not going past 100. And so when it's on, you see that little indicator right there. I think I got everything hooked up. I think. Let me go ahead and get to this capture device. Let's do it. So it's already connected. All right, let me get, where's my remote? What's that feed for? There we go right there. So as you see on your screen, the main thing on this device right here is MTV Online. I already have my IPTV hooked up to it. I cannot go into it because certain things I'm not going to show on YouTube anymore. But just know, if you got the MTV online, not the MTV, my TV online too, I'm gonna let you know on this device is very, very nice. Very, very nice. It comes with its own marketplace, but you can hook up Google's Play. Also, it got its own media browser. Now, it's not as good as Home Theater 4.0, but some people don't care. And I'll get into that. Also, SPMC, some of y'all know what that is. And then Liddy, let me go ahead and run a speed test. And this is the Wi-Fi. I have it on the Wi-Fi. I think yesterday I was getting like 220 something. And it is peak hours, so I might be missing a little something. All right. As you see, 202, that's more than enough. More than enough for streaming. More than enough. All right. So we'll try it again. You know what I always say. Try it twice, make sure it's nice. So I got 203 on the download, and it's gonna be like 50 something on the upload. So it's very, 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 very nice. All right, very, very, very nice. All right, and so you can go in here and do some things. Like I said, I cannot get into the star because, again, this is where your IPTV. This is the app that you can use. Now, you can use any app. This is Android, but this one is very, very nice. You can record off of here. You can fast forward. You got VOD. It all works on this device here. Now you can set up some hotkeys. I did this in other videos. And maybe when I do my dedicated video for this, I'll get into some hotkeys. Also, as you see, you got settings. You can go with your Wi-Fi. You can go with Bluetooth. Then you got launcher settings, and then you can power it down. But when you go in your settings, you can go up in here. Again, I haven't signed into Google Play or anything like that, but this looks very, very familiar. Very, very familiar. All right. And then you can go into your device preference. And if you're like me, you know, you want to get developers options, you can do that too. All you have to do is go into the About and go down into the Build right here, and you just click it like 7 times. You just keep continuing to hit the Build, and it'll say you are now a developer. And then just like the NVIDIA Shield and other devices, or any device that's running Android TV OS, you can go into developers option. And if you want it to run a little bit snappier, you can go down here and change the Windows animation. You can change that to .5, transition .5. You can do all that. And on other devices that I've done this on, I have not had any issues, including the NVIDIA Shield and including some less powerful devices that's not NVIDIA Shield. And I haven't ran into any issues as of yet. Now, the thing about this device, it is a little bit pricey. All right. I know that's going to be one of the things that come up on this device. How much is it? Now, this device is $180. That's a lot. That is a nice little amount for a device other than the NVIDIA Shield. But I'm not the one that's paying anybody bills, and I believe whatever you want, you should be able to get it as long as you can afford it. So everybody spending habits are a little bit different from everybody else's, right? My spending habits are different from yours, and yours may be different from mine. So when it comes to like some type of form of payment, I'm never going to question anyone for the simple fact that it's your money. And if you want to spend $500 on an Android box, who am I to sit back there and say, hey, why you do that? It's really up to you. But when I tell you, and I'm not going to lie, this device runs very well. Also, it comes with the media browser on here. And if you have any type of NAS server, or you got your Z10, on your network, you can go into click all files, right? And if you wanted to, you can go into your Ready Share. My Ready Share is my Plex. All right. And I can go into the USB storage, and I can go into my action drama, all of that. All of this is that. Now, it's not as pretty as home theater, or, it's not as pretty. I'm going to tell you, it's not pretty. But if I wanted to go up in here, I can pick the movie, hit the movie, and it comes on very, very quick. All right. So again, this is my Plex, the one that I selected right here. So if I go to all files, all right, I can wait just a second. And then you will start see that it's pulling that. Also, the theater, that is my Z10. As you see on the bottom left hand under that folder, if you look to the left and you see that folder and it has a picture of the earth, look down there. It has Samba. Samba is coming from my Z10 device. And if I click on it and I go into the share mode and I go into this folder right here, here it is right here. This is everything that I have that's on my Z10 right now. The only thing it doesn't do is give you the picture. But some people don't even care about that. Some people just, hey, when I go to it, I know how to read. I'm going to select it. And you can get your content, whether it's movies, it's music, pictures. It has all of that. So it's very, very, very nice. It's not as pretty as the Nova app or anything like that. But again, you could put the Nova app on here, which I can do right now. Let me see. Where is my drive at? I'm hooking up a drive right now. I'm gonna see something right quick. Let me go into the media browser. Let me go into all files. I'm about to connect. I'm gonna see if it's going to read it right off the jump. I'm hooking up my drive. You see it right there. It just came up with USB drive. All right. And I can go to all these folders if I wanted to. I can go to it. But I'm gonna just go to the YouTube just to keep it clean. All right. And I can launch any of these bad boys right here. Like if I wanted VLC, I could just click on it and install VLC onto this bad boy. And then I can hit done. And if I wanted anything else, you know, Plex on here, MX Player, I can put all of that on here. It doesn't matter. File Manager, all of that will work. And so when I hit the home button, I go VLC right there. Hit allow. And I can go over here and I can go and do some things, local network. I can select that. And again, you remember that theater? I can go up in here and actually get the content. And then just go from there. And so if I wanted to, I can move it and bring all the ads up and everything else. So it's as simple as that, guys. Honestly, it's a very, very nice, solid device. It's not meant for everybody, but again, you know, if this is what you're into, this is a dedicated IPTV box. You can have fun with it. All right, you can have fun with it, and that's what it's all about. Again, I cannot get into the My TV online too. I cannot. But you can set this bad boy up. I'm definitely going to do a dedicated video for it. So I just wanted to get that out there before we get into everything else. I know I done missed quite a bit of your questions. Katie, how you doing? Aaron, what up? D Johnson, what up? Jimmy, what up, Doe? What up, Brianna? Josh is in here. What up, Doe? Seth, what up, Doe? Efren, say I'm still bump some art. I'ma still listen to his music too. I am too. What up, Dave? What up, though? Rare Grubin. What up, though? Uno Nice. K Buck. What up, though? He say, Kadarius Holloway say, regardless, I'm a bump kills till I die. Oh man. It says the gavel dropped on Robert. Yes, it did. Mary said, are the parents being charged? I don't think it's going to be the parents being charged, but it could be like a few of his people up under him that's going to may have to answer shortly. What's up, Air 10? Katie said it is called accountability. You right? What's up, Loomis? How you doing? Luton, how you doing? Who else up in there? He say, yeah, in the federal jail they eat steaks. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm coming out. LB is up in here. What up, James? What's good? GoPro say you never want to do state time. Federal has more freedom, more wiggle room. Yes. What's up, Ultimate Streams? What's good? David say, hey, way too expensive. William say that remote looks like the Affinity remote they give you. See, I don't know because I ain't had Comcast in so long. I don't know. What up, Dub Q? What's good? Mr. Urban World said I need a blank Android box. What up, Fred? What's good? Miss Octavia say AT&T, storm, rain, wind, TV out, Scrabble. Dang. It be like that? It's crazy. Any Android-based device of this type released by the cable company will possibly have the unknown sources disabled. Otherwise, they are shooting themselves in the foot. I agree. What up, G Torres? What's up? Andy say Comcast. He said, yeah, ours do look cheap. That device, for anybody who just tuning in, we talked about 3 topics. We talked about R. Kelly. We talked about, Comcast is coming out with their own streaming device and some dedicated televisions. And we're talking about the Formula Z10 Pro Max. And like Miss Octavia said, she said, yeah, ours look cheap. And when you look at it, it does look cheap compared to the Sky. All right, here it is right here. So you look at this box and this remote, now this look like a more updated remote. Got the little color buttons on here, got the number pad on here, the nice little directional, probably volume up, volume down, channel up, channel down. I see it got the microphone right here. I can't see what's right here. And this look like power, probably a menu button. This one this is the one that's coming to the States. As of right now, that one look cheap. So that's how they doing this. Urban World say Comcast is the only company in my area, so I paid them $11 for unlimited data. I'm a huge cloud gamer. That's what's up. You say they're going to give it for free with service. They gave me the Flex, and I don't even use it. Oh, man. GoPro say that was fast. You just didn't have it Friday. Yeah, I ain't know nothing about it. Tell you the truth, I did not know anything about it. I didn't. I need to pick up a few backlit keyboards. That's what's up. I mean, depending on what you want, I know they got one called the Q9 mini keyboard with touchpad. That's a nice one. Matter of fact, it's right here. No. So here you go, right here. This is the Q9. This is the Q9 mini keyboard with touchpad, and then you can change the colors if you want. It's up to you if you want to do it, But here it is, right here. Very, very nice, comfortable in your hand. Where you sitting back, and you got your thing. You need to type all of that. Everett said, how does it feel losing to the longest field goal in NFL history? I told you, man, but I told y'all from the jump. I said I do not get up for the Lions because it's going to be something that will make them lose. So been going been going through this for 30 years now. So it's just no, shoot, probably about 35 years. Yeah, man, just another day in the office. Said, yeah, that was a nice keyboard. It doesn't. The thing about it though, the quality of that keyboard, this one right here, it does look a little nice. But as far as quality, I think it's nice. Don't know how it works. I will have to test it. I think it's, I mean, it feels pretty good. And it's straightforward, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to have to see. I'm going to have to. It got some dedicated buttons on here, I'll tell you that. It does have some dedicated buttons. It looked like it should be backlit or something. I don't know. I mean, I got it on. So that's it right there. I'm trying to find the light to it. I don't see the light. Because it seems like it's backlit. Oh, there you go. I do see a light. Let me see. Oh, there you go right there. Yeah, there you go. So, look like it got multiple colors. Yellow. All right. Green. Blue. Purple. So it don't stay on long, I tell you that. It definitely don't stay on long. So yeah, it's pretty. I'm gonna have to definitely have to play with this bad boy, and then go from there. But this has been my go-to as far as keyboards. So this is called the Q9 mini keyboard. You can get this for about $16, $17 off of Amazon. And this is the one that I chose with the Formuler Z10 Pro Max. All right. Both of them, I mean, it feels good. It feels good. I would definitely have to play with it though. Gun say, I know you're from Detroit. What you think about the BMF TV show? Yeah, I talked about it yesterday. I think I talked about it. I did a little live show yesterday, a little quick live. It was pretty good. I mean, it's pretty straight. A lot of those places I've been to into the movie. Pretty much everywhere except for that house. I don't know where that house is at. But everywhere else I pretty much been. You know, they call it, I don't forget the name of the Coney Island, you know, the restaurant. But basically, for people who are not familiar with Coney Island, not in New York, but it is restaurant. It's a whole lot of them in the city of Detroit, where they serve everything from breakfast, like scrambled eggs, omelets, all the way up to, you know, gyros. You can get a steak from there. You can get some pancakes. You can get cheeseburgers. You can get chili cheese fries. You can get pretty much a lot of food that's unhealthy. They do salads too. But you can get a lot of unhealthy foods from there. And them boys be good, man. Oh my goodness. It said, look like the Shield. Let me see. What's up, Miss Sandy? How you doing? What's up, Clarence? Clarence said they're asking too much for the box when they still don't have the Netflix license. But I think a lot of people, honestly, though, Clarence, I know it's a lot of people that use Netflix, but I think like a lot of us in this field don't really use Netflix like that. Like I know I pay for it for the kids. I don't use it. And then the kids use it, so often or something like that when they wanna watch an older TV show or something like that. But it's all good. It's all good. Don, what up, though? What's good? QC in the building. What up, though? You say, hold up, I just saw BTV on the box. Wow, I haven't used that in a minute. I'm going to have to go back and see what it do. It still worked, too. It still worked. I just wanted to test it and see if that worked. Make sure everything worked. It still worked. What up, Park Music? Salute, baby. Say, blessings, Dale, in the chat. How does the Z10 compare to the Buzz 4900? I think they pretty much, if you got to go with the interface, and it's so much you can do, because I know on both devices you can manipulate the user interface. I know with the Buzz you could do like 3 different user interfaces and customize it to the way you want. It's honestly, I can't knock either one, because really at the end of the day it comes down to you and what you like. Now if you was to give it to somebody, if you're gonna give somebody the Buzz, I think you're gonna have to definitely say, hey, you got 3 options. You can go with this one, you can go with this user interface, or you can go with this one. The 3 different launcher user interfaces. And if you don't instruct them, they can mess around and hit one of the wrong user interfaces and be lost. With Formula, you got the one, and you can set it up how you want it. Everything is there. So if I was to give a nod, I would say just not to make anyone. For advanced people, I can tell them to go to the Buzz. Because if you give it to somebody gonna hit one of them launcher buttons and everything gonna be thrown off. Oh, I can't find this and this and this. But for someone that's new, I would say go with Formula. Make it as easy as possible, because that's what you want to do. You want to make it as easy as possible. What up, Dennis? King Dose, but I like both of them. I can go either way. Me personally, I can go either way. But for someone new, I would probably tell them to use the Formula interface. That way everything is right there. And if they hit a button, it don't turn anything off. Danny, what up, though? You say that Xfinity remote looked like the Amazon first generation Fire Stick. It do. It definitely does. It definitely does. Coming down. You say, so I'm the only one who saw Cash Down? That was a nice little scene, wasn't it? What's up, Miss Sandy? How you doing, baby? I agree, Dave. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Today I was driving home, so I barely caught it. But it sounds like SUPERDELL said DirecTV goes out when a cloud passes by. He said, funny. Back in the day they did. I don't know about now. I couldn't tell you. Do y'all have any questions for me? Anything we need to talk about related to today's story? You're probably gonna start seeing some unboxing and some videos of the Z10 Pro Max. I may just reset this bad boy and do a dedicated video for it. The only thing about it though, like Back in the day, you used to be able to show a lot. Nowadays, they don't want you showing too much. Yup. So that's the only thing about it. Unless somebody got something that they just don't oh, this is a charge. Oh, so they gave you a charger too. What up, Chicago? Can't wait until Windows 11s come out. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Say Super did already review Windows. Did you already review Windows 11 with Amazon Fire APK? Or did? Yeah, you missed out, Clarence. We talked about that. Shoot, 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. Yeah, I can't wait for the up. Now that's gonna be one hell of a game changer right there. Cause you got people, right? You got people who already have a powerful device. That's why, listen, if some of y'all remember when all this talk, you had these guys on here basically saying, get the Shield or go home, don't get nothing else. The Shield is the most powerful device for streaming. And I used to argue with guys and say, no, it's not, because you got people who got PCs that are way more powerful than the NVIDIA Shield. And then, to make a long story short, I just proved a few weeks ago, maybe about 3 to 5 weeks ago, I had the Apple TV 4K, which is the fastest and most powerful standalone set-top box out. All right, but you're gonna have them individuals that say, "Oh, go get an NVIDIA Shield, NVIDIA Shield, NVIDIA Shield." Well, when this Windows 11 come up, you're gonna have all these devices, Surface. You're gonna have all these PCs that get the upgrade, and they're going to get Windows 11, which comes with the Amazon App Store, which means you're going to be able to side load your favorite apps onto your Windows tablet, onto your computer, and then what? That's going to be a bit, and they already game. Listen, you got gamers, they got three, at least a minimum of three. Either they got one big, large monitor, or some of them be having 3 monitors. Some of them have 2. And that's all they're going to do. They're going to look at that, whatever movie or whatever they want to on one monitor while they're gaming on the other one. That is going to hurt the NVIDIA Shield. I'm calling it right now. Because a lot of people get the NVIDIA Shield for what? To game. All right, I ain't going to say a lot, but there are certain people who get the NVIDIA Shield to game. And with today's technology, you can have a Surface, a Microsoft Surface, and cash right to your TV. You can, whether you got a smart TV or you got a Fire Stick or any type of Android set-top box sitting there, and you can cash from that Surface and put it on that big screen, and it's going to look just as good. And you, whether you game or not, you can have your controller and you can go from there. It's going to be a big, huge knock on the NVIDIA Shield. And I wonder what them same people going to say then. Them same ones that said back, oh, you know, they were wolf talking. Oh, Shield this, Shield that. I'm like, why would you get the Shield? And I can watch the same thing you watch on the Shield. Only thing you got on me is gaming. And when I say gaming, some gaming. Because you can play them little small Android on Fire Stick. But now you can't get into that big time gaming, them big boy gaming on them devices. And that's where the NVIDIA Shield comes into play. I know I can't wait for Windows 11 to drop. I'm definitely going to upgrade, and I'm going to check it out. Even though they already have emulators that you can run and you can actually put apps onto them, but not everybody want to use them emulators. And sometimes them emulators be freezing up your computer, really, if you don't have a powerful computer. So you may not have a powerful computer, and this is going to eliminate it. What up, Ant? What's good? What's good? Show enough in the building. Say, man, the ref did y'all wrong in that game, son. Everyone's seen that game. Hey, what do I tell y'all, man? It's gonna be a way where the Lions will lose on some dramatic. Listen, it could have been a Hail Mary. You could have had 6 DBs and 1 receiver. And guess what, LJ? That receiver, that ball would have bounced 10 times, and that receiver would have caught the ball with his legs, and it would have been a touchdown. Man, I done saw it all. Phantom say, hey, been doing this for years, nothing new but PCs versus Droids, no competition, personal opinion. Yeah, that's for somebody who already have it. You got to look at the bigger picture, though. A lot of people who remember, everybody is not on that same level as far as using technology. This is going to be big for a lot of individuals. Just think about it. You think it's more people that are illiterate on how to put Android boxes on there? I think it's more people who don't know how to use Android on PC. So it's going to be some people. I was one of them people. I was illiterate until I came upon a video. And so I think when you bring Windows and you bring Amazon, people's eyes are going to get big. Now, sometimes we got to look, and Phantom Streams, I know you know, sometimes we got to look at the bigger picture. A lot of people don't know how to do this. And this is going to be huge for a lot of people. It's bad enough we already shop online using Amazon. Well, it's going to be people at work. It's going to be people who didn't know, who will love to sit in front of their monitor and do some work, because there's a lot of people working from home. And people who just don't know. They just don't know. But they would know now. Once they hear, oh, I can jailbreak my PC. Hey, Phantom, watch. There will be a video saying how to jailbreak your PC. I bull crap you not. And it's just that some of us, we're dummies on that. Like them books, Windows for Dummies. We're dummies on that. And so that's why I say it's going to be big, because the world don't know about what we know. A lot of people don't know, but they about to find out really once they hear, oh, you can install Android apps on your PC. People going to be like, oh, so I can put this on there. I could put that on there. Yes. You say that's the same crew that missed the call in the Saints game. Man, that's crazy. What's up, Giorgio? What's good? Say I'm still at work. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hustler in the building. What's good? What is good? And so again, guys, the big story, because I'm not going to hold y'all too long. The biggest story is, for some of y'all who know and may not know, R. Kelly has been found guilty. On all charges out of New York. There's a great possibility that he may spend the rest of his life in jail. From what I'm hearing, allegedly he can get like 10 to life, whatever. But this is the question. He doesn't get arraigned, or he doesn't get sentenced, not arraigned. He doesn't get sentenced until May 2022. Crazy. What up, Tim? Showing up, say, oh, they giving him life. So that's crazy, man. Because this guy had talent. This guy, but you never know anyone's origin. You just never know. So it's hard for me to kick a man while he's down. I'm not one of them type of dudes. It is what it is. It's just that out of all the accomplishments he made, you just never know people. You never know anybody. You never know anybody. You just never know. When them rumors came out about him and Aaliyah, you just never knew. You were like, what? No, he better not do that, But I believe they're going to make an example out of R. Kelly because of Bill Cosby. That's just my opinion. Bill probably sitting there eating that Jello and said, man, that's why you should have stacked your bread while you out there out in the world doing whatever. Because like they said, and Bill may sue Philadelphia. I think it's Philly, right? Or was it New York who charged him? He may sue them because he was never supposed to go to jail. Not to say he didn't do it. Not to say he didn't do it. Because, don't back in them days, no telling what he was doing. Because I don't know if he did it or not. But there was a lot of people that said the same thing on him too. I'm not highlighting that GoPro. He said he's going to be set with Ray and Claw. Remember, Ray and Claw got out. Remember, they was at the Nike. And look. Hey, Ray and Claw got up out of there. They snuck up out of there. Loomis say, what did he do? What you mean, Loomis? You don't know what R. Kelly did? You don't know what he did, Loomis? He got found guilty for racketeering and sex trafficking. He was doing wrong things, Loomis. We don't have to say allegedly now because all the proof came out, including the birth certificate of Aaliyah. Kendo say not surprised about R. Kelly. That cat. R. Kelly used to say it in his songs. Kelly, man. A wasted talent, man. Shoot. You can't. I'm not highlighting your stuff, GoPro. You're going to have to reword that, man. I am not highlighting that. King Dose, he trying to set me up, huh? Hey, he trying to set me up for the okie doke. I will not be. Hey, you got to reword that, man. You already know about the algorithm of YouTube. They gonna be like, oh, they'll highlight that. Oh, let's demonetize the video. But I gotta say, R. Kelly got some songs, man. I'm gonna look up one of the lyrics. That cat say, I can't say, my mind telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. And a lot of y'all sung this too. I don't want to hurt nobody, but there's something I must confess. Y'all sung it too. Y'all ain't know about it. Man, listen. Back in the days, you said some things. He's not the only one. For some of y'all veterans out there, for some of Tony, they got one talking about a young girl. NWA. If you go back to NWA and listen to I think it was MC Ren doing the whole song. She, you already know it. She, it. If you go back and listen to that and listen to what he said. See, back in the day, you got away with a lot of things. You can't do that now. You cannot do that now. You know, you'll get in a lot of trouble. He definitely got a song called I Admit It. I listened to it. That sucker was long as heck. Yup. So, yeah, it's crazy. RKB, big salute. Big salute. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate the love. Appreciate it. But you know, it's crazy, man. You got to be careful. He had an issue though. He got away with it twice. They say, oh no, dog, we can't keep going through this, man. We cannot keep going through this. They were like, no, we can't keep going through this. Yeah, you right about that. Yup, you right about that. But like I said, back in them days, you can get away with that stuff. You say, Dale, do you think the new Z10 Formula or Zdo? What you say? I would say this. If you were into, look, because they got different apps. They got apps out there that really does the same thing. They got similar apps to the one that you use on Buzz and Formula. So you already know I Am Player, TV Mate, stuff like that. If you're just into the IPTV, I would tell you to get the Formula. But if you want your content to show on the screen and it look good, you know, you may have Plex, or you might just want a home theater that show all of your movies and everything. Then Zdo, you can't go wrong with that. I think it's very, very nice. So really, it's gonna come down to what you want, RKB. It comes down to what you want. Like I say, this new one, the Z10 Pro Max, it runs solid. I watch TV on it. I watched TV on it for at least a good 7 to 8 hours. And it ran pretty good. It ran pretty good. I would say if you look back in the day, look up Charlie Chandler. Yeah, it's crazy. Romeo, say, yo, Dale, how's everyone? Are you going to make a review video on the new upcoming Fire TV 4K Max? Yes, I will be one of thousands who will make the same video. Romeo, so listen, yes, I will. But definitely, it should, what is it, next week? It come out on the 7th. Let me look at it. That's next Thursday. So sometime Thursday afternoon, I'll probably get it and drop a do a live or do a dedicated video. Miss Billy, big salute, Miss Billy. Say, hey, Dale in chat, I'm late, gotta catch the rewind. Yeah, because we talked about a few things. You know, we spent about 5 minutes on R. Kelly, maybe about 7. And then we moved on onto the Comcast, and then we got into the new Formula Z10 Pro. So you will see that. And the thing about it, I did not, Miss Billy, I went from one story straight to the next one, straight to another one. So it's no hiccups, it's no talking about something else or anything. I told everybody, just like I've been doing as of late, hold your questions, hold your thoughts until after I do the presentation, and then go from there. So you will see a little bit of everything. So thank you, Miss Billy. What's up, Vincent? You say just got on. That's what's up, man. Hope all is well out there, Vincent. So definitely, what was it, 7 o'clock? Any more questions, guys, before we get up out this joint? Before we get up out this joint, I had to check on something. Anything for brother. Thank you, Miss Billy. Thank you, RKB. Thank y'all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate it. Somebody done came into this joint. Somebody that came into this joint, they're like, oh, damn, we about to, oh, man, put them in timeout there. They say, get them. Oh, yeah, they tried to hit me. They say, oh, we gonna get him before he get up out of there. Hey, hustler. Oh, they tried to start. We got him. Hammer time. King don't say shaking my head. Somebody said, forget it. Let's get him. Let's do this. Now, as a creator, don't get mad. It's part of the game when you get on, you know, social media like this. You're going to get your trolls. You're going to get it. You don't get mad. You just have a team or yourself. You monitor the chat, but you really don't pay attention to the chat because you got people who know what they're doing on the chat. You just be smooth and you laugh about it. And you see how quickly that ended? That ended less than 6-7 seconds. And that's how you do it as a content creator. So everybody, let me see. What Aaron say? What does it mean when your device says parsing? Thank you. I done had that happen a few times on me. What I had to do, Aaron, I don't know what caused it. I couldn't tell you. But you might have to factory reset. That's what I did to fix the parsing issue. It could be some app that's, I don't know what causes it. I never looked it up. But I noticed when it kept doing it, I just factory reset. I got tired of it because it kept happening. So I factory reset and set everything up, and it was good. Daddy said, can you put apps on a SkyTech gaming device? If it's an Android, the answer is yes. If it's Android, the answer is yes. Absolutely. Ultimate say the hammer time was on point. Hey, we hit him. Hey, look, I saw it come up. I saw it on this monitor. And this is a good thing too. Content creators, sometimes when you get your money right, get you a second monitor. That way you can have, you know, the StreamYard feed or whatever you use on one, and then you can have the actual video on the regular monitor. And I saw it when it came in. I hit him. We must have all been hitting him at the same time. So we all was hitting him at the same time, because I couldn't hit him at first. So somebody must have been hitting him, and then finally it went through. So we definitely took care of that, you know, and went from there. Loomis say, yo, Superdell, what USB flash storage device do I need for the PS Pro? I think listen, I got the PS4, and I think we use the regular old, I think he got a 1 terabyte over there, Loomis. I think I got a WD. I got a WD, or just a regular 1 terabyte hard drive that I got from I got from Best Buy. It wasn't nothing special or nothing like that. It's just a 1 terabyte that I have. King Dose say, does anyone still root their Android boxes? I don't think it's, unless you're trying to do something, I don't think you hear about it too much, because a lot of the apps are compatible now. The reason that we used to want a rooted device, because certain apps work on them, but I think as of today, a lot of apps are compatible. But that's a great question. That's a great point though, King Dose. That's what it's all about. You know, because back in the day, when you think of it, King Dose, what were we saying 4 or 5 years ago? Get a root, or learn how to root. Now you don't hear that anymore, because a lot of applications are compatible. And rooting just allowed you to add certain apps, to the device. Honestly, I think unless you need something specific and it need to be rooted, I don't think that you really need it. Unless, like I said, unless you're doing something that's a little bit different, or an app that needs that root. Cause I'm gonna tell you, like, one reason I like some of the rooted devices is because I have an application that does not bog down your device. It does not bog down your device, and it takes the ads away from these applications. So that's one way to look at it. You know, I use the other app, but it seems like it used to make my Android devices freeze. Honestly, it did. But that is a great point, man. I love that. I love that. I think it's going to come down to what app you're trying to add on there, and does it need that permission for your device to be rooted. But I just think a lot of devices are rooted now. I mean, a lot of apps are compatible. That's just me. Miss Octavia say, yo, I think it's necessary to root. Yeah, I think on certain situations it is, because you're going to use an application. GoPros. I'm not messing with you tonight, man. Pick say, hey, Superdell, been a minute, my brother. I really hope all is well with you and your family, friends. They've been shipping me and the squad to places, so haven't had the time to watch much anything. Hey, man, just make sure you and your team are safe, Pick. That's the main thing. I'm glad you okay, man, with all this craziness that's going on, all this corona and everybody. Also, y'all keep my family in prayers, because my little brother is in the hospital right now. He caught it, of course. He went somewhere with some individuals, and one came in saying he wasn't feeling well. And now my brother, his girlfriend, and my little niece, who's really not being affected, but she tested positive for COVID. But you know, them kids' immune systems be way stronger than ours. And my brother, great shape, all of that. You know, he be in the gym every day, but he end up catching it. And he went in yesterday, hard breathing or something like that. So y'all keep our family in prayers. I'm quite sure he gonna pull through it. But still, you know, yeah, it doesn't touch my family. I think this is the first time it touched my family. I think so. But Pick, make sure you stay safe, man. Keep the team safe, and go from there, man. Appreciate everything you and the team do, though. Appreciate that. What's up, Ms. Linda? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I saw you sneak up in here. I'm starting to see you more, Ms. Linda. What's up? That's what's up. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to call him in a minute. See if he up. Because I know I talked to him Saturday. And, you know, I said a couple jokes. He laughed, but you could tell he was hurting a little bit. So, definitely. Yup. So, this hit home. And, you know, I was like, dang, you know. But, of course, he went somewhere and, you know, a guy came to an event knowing that he wasn't feeling well. And I told my brother, I said, man, y'all should have put him out or you should have left. Anytime somebody come in talking that, hey, I don't feel good, I got a fever, and you still want to play cards? Nah, dog. Nah. Once somebody got to go. Honestly, it probably would have been that dude. I would have been like, hey, man, you got to go. Nah, dog, you're not coming up in here, but I'll pay. Hey, man, you're going to have to reschedule. You shouldn't even get your tail on that plane anyway. It always be them people that knowing they sick, but because they planned it instead of rescheduling or something like that, you know, they steady want to come and make everybody stay your behind where you was at. Because now he done got my brother, his girlfriend, my niece, and no telling who else was in the party that's going through this. It's crazy. As I say, that's why, hey, you and me both. You and me both. Hey, yeah. Hey, look, hey, Vincent. Hey, like I just said earlier, I don't know if you heard me. I said it wouldn't surprise me if the Lions had 6 DBs and the quarterback throw a Hail Mary. Who gonna come down with it? Man, I don't know what's up with my team, man. That's why I don't be getting up. I watch them though, but I don't. And look, I went on to Facebook, boy, people was peed off. This cat kicked the 66-yarder, and then it hit the goalpost. They said boing and bounced up and hit the net. I said, oh, I said, what the hell? I said, oh, man. I said, man, oh, man. So it was crazy. Yeah, I feel you on that, Miss Octavia. He said that round one. Hey, look, man, we just got bad luck. Hey, you got to admit though, man, the Lions played they tail off, man. They came back. The defense was doing good, and to go out like that, yeah, man. Hey, listen. If you go back and watch the replay of the guy who kicked the 66-yarder, look at the fans behind the goalposts. Oh man, you could just see at least about 400 people, and all blue was like this. Hey, go back and look at it, man. You gonna see. Hey, look, they was like, ah, and they kicked it. And you see a couple people like, oh, and when it hit the goalpost like boing, and when it bounced up, a lot of times it bounced in front. That sucker hit the net. You just saw people say, oh. People were shaking their head. I said, damn. Oh, man. So it is crazy, man. It's crazy. So it is crazy. So, but hey, everybody, hey, let me get up out of here. I appreciate everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. For anyone that came in late, just go back to the beginning. Like Miss Billy said, she gonna go from from the beginning, and I get right to it. We talk about the R. Kelly for a good 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And then we go into Comcast, and then finally, I show the new device right here. All right. 4 gigs, 32. All right. Very, very nice, though. Very, very nice. It seems like it runs a lot smoother. And if I'm not mistaken, it got the and I didn't talk about it either. That's why I got to do a dedicated video on it, because it has a new format on here, and plus it's a NAS client. All right, meaning if you have a NAS device on your network, or you have devices like the Z10, it picks that up. It just don't make the art cover or nothing like that. It's not as pretty. But everybody, I will see y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Be safe out there. And you know, to that hater that came in with all of that craziness that's going on, and we got him. Hey, that was fun. We got him out of there quick. Get your tail out of here. Get on out of here. Don't come over here trying to interrupt our show. Go mess with somebody. Go mess with somebody who's a little bit less. We've been through them struggles already. We know how it is. We know how to get them out of there. So it is crazy. But again, love y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Continue to practice your craft. Wear the mask, no matter if you vaccinated or not, because there's people out here that are vaccinated and they're still getting it. And we're still trying to figure out what this craziness is. All right. SUPERDELL here. I will see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all. Y'all be safe. I am out this piece. Peace, guys. Peace, love, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. This is Dale. Peace.